G'day everyone, welcome to another video on location this time. And here in front of us we have 1967 Alfa Romeo GTA Junior. Really enjoyed working on this car. It's been a pleasure. And it's a special car because only 400 of these were made between 67 I think it was and 75. So not many. It's a left-hand drive car, and it's it is really something special. It is pure Italian pocket rocket, and it's been lovingly restored by a couple of great partners of mine, AO Panelcraft and Zoo Autocraft, where I've done the car the last 4 days, and it's been done to a very, very high level. It's on its way to Motor Classica in Melbourne on Tuesday. Truck is coming to pick that up. It's a little bit dark. I've taken some photos that you'll be able to see later that are much more exposure than the dark light that I have now. I'll just close this door. Now the whole body is made from aluminium, very, very thin aluminium, 0.7 of a millimeter. So it's very light. It only weighs around 600 kilo or just under 700 kilos. So the power to weight ratio is highly favourable for a fast little car. So we've got a 1.3 litre engine here, twin cam, which is an Alfa Romeo trait, particularly in being an earlier car to have the twin cam engine is for its day was very advanced. So yeah, look, as you can see here, Tim, Marty and Andy have done a fantastic job with resto modding this car. As you can see down here, the catch can, look at that, look at the detail. I'll close this bonnet. Now this car does get driven on the track quite regularly, so it did present fairly clean. The guy looks after it. It's a credit to him, but it just needed a lift for the show. So it was, had a lot of swirls, a lot of scratches, as you would expect for a car that gets driven on the track. It's had started to fade a little bit, so we've spent a fair bit of time polishing this car, correcting it, finessing it, storing the chrome. Obviously the paintwork's been restored. It was very tricky. You probably saw some of the photos. All of these vinyl decals required a little bit of masking because of the temperatures we're producing with some of the buffing. It would have burnt these vinyls. So because the paint is a little bit thicker, sort of goes against what you would think you would do with a thin metal. So normally you would polish at a slower speed, a slower technique, but the paint being nice and thick, you sort of needed to go against that rule a little bit and buff a little bit harder to get a nice result. So that creates a little bit more heat. So yeah, as you probably saw in some of the pictures that I've been putting up recently, we've been taping a lot of them up just to make sure that integrity of the beautiful signage was maintained. So what did we finish the car with? Swissvax Crystal Rock, of course. If you're going to go to a concours, that's what you use. 76% Canuba. Go to Super Cheap Auto or Repco and you go and buy the best wax you can, you'll probably get about 8 to 10%. So very, very highly advanced wax, and it looks stunning on this car. What else do we do? So in the boot here, I haven't shown you that yet. In the boot here, it's all been lovingly polished, and then we put the crystal rock all in here. We've used Swissvax Opaque for the matte and satin finishes, which there are quite a number, and we even did it on the roll cage. So that's on the roll cage. The opaque wax. The floor of the car has been done in crystal rock. The wheels have been done in opaque. So opaque, if you're wondering what that is a wax that is designed for satin and matte finishes, and maintains the integrity of the finish without making it look glossy, which most waxes do if you put it on there, or a polish, or even a coating. Can't put a coating on a satin or matte finish normally, because that will make them go glossy as well. So yeah, great wax. It's 40% Canuba. It's ivory Canuba, so it's the more refined version. What else? Also, all the wood, we've used Swiss Wax wood polish, which has brought up the timber beautifully. It also protects it. It's got a really nice smell too. It's got a real nice pine oil sort of smell to it. It's beautiful. All the vinyl's been done. We've used Swiss Wax Protect-On for that. We've got the race seat in here, but we're going to remove that, and another seat that is the same as that one will go in the car. Even this wooden floor down here, we've done that in the wood polish. Also very good at protecting the wood. So yeah, it's beautifully finished in here, and it's fantastic. The guys have done a great job. They really have. This is an FIA approved roll cage too, if you're wondering. It's been fitted by Tim. Done a great job. And Marty and Andy, of course, have done a great job with getting it painted. It's beautiful. It really is. They've done a smashing job. So yeah, even under here we've done a bit of waxing too. So there's some satin black in there. We put the opaque on. So yeah, look, it's been a labour of love. It's been a bit challenging, but it's been great. This is what Detail by Ben's all about. If you have a car like this that needs to go to a show, as you've probably seen, we've done a couple of concours before in recent times that you would have seen come up in shows over the years, many years ago, back in my infancy of the business. I did a lot of those then too. And so if you have a vehicle such as this, it doesn't have to be an Italian car, it can be any car. You want to take it to a show, this is what we specialise in. But also, if you have a daily driven car, it doesn't have to be flash. If you want a nice job, happy to help with that too. So, in closing, yes, this car will go to Melbourne. It will go on show, and yeah, we're hoping for a good result. The boys are actually taking the Mura down too, which you might have seen. We've done that one before as well. So the bright blue Mura, which got overall result in 2021 at the Sydney concours on its debut. So yeah, this car's that car is now doing its third show. It also did Auto Italia last year, which we did that car as well, and that won. So I'm thinking it probably will. It's a great car, but there is probably going to be a lot of cars, a lot of competition. But here's hoping. But anyway, thanks for watching, and hope to see you very soon. Bye for now.